Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. Today is Tuesday, and this is Business Nigeria. These are the top stories we are tracking for you at this time. Federal government, EU advocates harmonized data protection framework in Africa. SGF asks institutions to deploy cutting-edge tech to advance national development. Stocks Upbeat, federal outlook offsets French uncertainty. Well, as always, let's dive into our commodities market to see what it's looking like. Well, for gold this afternoon, it is in positive, selling for $3,683.50, plus 6.10, and it is 0.17% in the positive. Silver is $41.90. Silver obviously is down 0.02%, while it's negative 0.01. Copper is $455.75. Platinum is $1,392.94, and it's on the positive 0.45%, while copper is down 0.04%. Silver is down 0.02%. Corn, wheat, cocoa, and cotton. Three of this red, only this in green. Corn sells for $420.25, wheat $522, cocoa is $7,235, and cotton is $66.30. Negative 1.50, wheat negative 1.75, and cocoa is negative 236.00, 3.16% in red. That is dip. Yesterday, this sold for $7,700 per metric ton of that commodity, but today is down to $7,200. Cotton is $66.30. This is positive 0.17, while others are in negative. But the global markets are smiling as European stocks stayed in positive territory, with rising expectations of a rate cut from the United States Federal Reserve offsetting political uncertainty in France following government's collapse. Europe stock 600 index was up 0.1%, while Asian stocks added 0.1%. While the country's government bonds were steady, S&P futures ticked 0.1% higher, again, which would see the tech-focused index surpass a record high and, of course, scaled in positive. Now, in the previous session, Japan's Nikkei climbed past the key 44,000 mark for the first time, aided by a weaker yen and following the resignation of the country's Prime Minister, Shigeru Ishiba. That's a fiscal hawk. Only Nasdaq here in 0.2%. Let's take you to see what crude oil prices are looking like. The gain more than 1% today, trimming some of last week's losses, as the prospects of more sanctions on Russian crude after an overnight strike on Ukraine's offset OPEC Plus planned output increase. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude rose to $62.98 per barrel, with an upward review of 1.79%. Brent crude futures sells for $66.56, with an upward margin of 1.77%. For Bonny Light, it sells for $78.62 and is also down 2.84%.